Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I filmed this holiday look for you. I did a cranberry gold eye with like a cranberry looking lip. I did a lot of glitter and I highlighted. And if you want to see how I achieved this look, please keep watching. So we're going to start out with priming our face. I'm using Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. Put it under my eyes first because that's where I get the most oily. I didn't used to think that primers were like all that great, but like after you try it and you see how nice your foundation goes on, it really makes a difference. So because it's winter, my face feels a little bit more dry than normal. So I'm gonna drop a few drops of this Tarte Maracuja oil into my foundation before I put it on my face. You can also put this on your face, just the oil on your face, and then go in with the foundation over it, but I like to mix them together so that it's really blended out. So I'm using the Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation in the shade 120. I'm going to take about 2.5 pumps, like 2 drops of this oil onto the foundation, and then I'm going to take a small brush and just mix it together. So again, a clean, tiny little brush like this, and just mix it together. And I'm going to start where I have the most redness, which is my cheeks, and I'm just going to go in and start applying it like that. You want to do patting motion so that you really push the foundation into your skin rather than smearing it across. The foundation is done. I'm going to go in with the concealer. I'm using NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer. It is the shade Custard, and I'm only going to put it where the darkness is. I'm going to set my entire face before I contour. I'm using the Bare Minerals Ready Foundation. It is in the shade R250. I'm just taking a big fluffy brush. This one's from Sephora. I'm just gonna set my face. And now we're gonna begin to contour. I'm using the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. I recently got this one and I love it so much better than the Anastasia one. It just looks so much more natural and it blends so much easier. So I'm going to take this Morphe E8 brush. I'm just going to dip it in the 2 darker shades. And you're going to start by going straight, and then you're going to slowly go into circular motions to really blend it upwards. And now I'm going to take the 2 lighter colors and go on my forehead with that one. Do a very slight nose contour. I'm going to take the middle shade in the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. I'm just going to lightly brush on the sides of my nose. So the blush that I'm using today is by e.l.f. And it doesn't have like a name. It's a quad of blushes. So I'm going to go in with these more cranberry shades on this side. I'm using a Morphe E4 brush, and I'm going to dip it. I'm going to blow it off because it's very pigmented and I don't want it to be too pink or red. And then to finish off our face, we're going to go in and we're going to highlight. I'm using the Becca Champagne Pop, and I'm using the Morphe M501 brush, and I'm going to dip it and just lightly dust my cheekbone. Love to highlight is the tip of my nose, so I'm going to go in like this. And I also love to highlight my brow bone, but we're going to do that after I do the eyeshadow. And now that my face is done, we're going to move on and we're going to do the brows. Just want to brush them through and get them straight. brush your top of your eyebrow down so that you can see where your arch is. And then you take the other side of the pencil and you just want to outline your arch on top. So now that I did the top of my brow, I'm going to brush all the hairs back into place. I'm going to do the same thing on the bottom. I'm going to brush the bottom hairs upward. So now, because I'm done with my face, before I put my eye makeup on, I'm going to set my face, because if you do this after you do your eye makeup, sometimes it could smudge your eye makeup or make it drip, and then you get like the black underneath your eyes, and no one wants that. So I'm going to use the Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. I'm going to go about 6 to 12 inches away from my face and just spray. So I'm going to go in with Venetian Red. I'm just going to slowly start to pat it on the outer corner. What I like to do is just get like the base of the color onto my eye, and then I'll go back in and I'll make everything more intense. So now I'm going in on the inner corner of my eye. And then just whatever is left over on your brush, you can just dust into your crease. So I'm realizing that it's a little bit too pink for what I'm going for. So I'm going to go in with Red Ochre right next to it in the same palette, which is a little more of like a deeper, darker red. And then to darken the outer corners, I'm going to go in with Cypress Umber. Again, in the Anastasia palette. I'm just going to darken the outer V. A MAC 219 brush, and I'm going to begin to put shadow on my lower lash line. So I'm going to start by putting the Red Ochre, which is the deeper red shade. I'm going to put that the outer V of my eye and the inner corner. When using shimmery shadows, you want to spray your brush with some Fix Plus or even water to really like intensify like the pigments. So I'm taking Fix Plus, I'm just going to spray like 2 or 3 sprays on the brush, just let it dry a little bit. And then I'm going to go in with the color Half Baked in the Naked 2 palette. And you just want to begin to pat that on your eyelids, the center of your eyelids. So then once you have the gold glitter on your eye, you want to go back in with the darker red shade and just blend out the inner corner, because it could look a little bit harsh. So obviously the key here is just keep blending. And then once you finish the gold on both eyes, I'm actually going to put a little bit of gold on my bottom lash line. And then, like I said before, I like to highlight my brow bone, so I'm going to go back in with the Champagne Pop and just put a little bit of highlight underneath my brows. Now that my shadow is done, we can go in with eyeliner. I'm going to do a winged liner, and I'm also going to tight line my lower lash line with black eyeliner. I'm using the Rimmel London Kohl Liner. So you're just going to gently pull down your eye. Make sure your finger is not dirty, because then you're going to ruin your foundation. And just lightly, just gently run this across your lower lash line. So I like to start out by making the wing first, and then I connect the wing to the line. I've been doing wings for like 3 years now, and I still can't get it down. If you mess up the wing, I like to use these pointed Q-tips. They really get like right on the edge. So the lashes I'm going to use today are Vegas Nay Eyelure, and they are called Grand Glamour. So my camera just died, so I had to put this lash on. And like the first one, I'm going to dip it into the glue. And then you want to let it sit like this for like 30 seconds so that it gets tacky. So once you have the lash in place, you can take the pointed Q-tip again and just push it down so that it sticks. And then once the glue dries, I'm gonna go over with a very thin coat of mascara. If you put too much mascara on the lashes, it's gonna ruin the lash and you're not gonna be able to get it off. The only reason you're doing this is to blend your natural lashes with the fake ones. And I'm gonna also put mascara on the bottom. I'm gonna use MAC lipstick. This one has like a satin finish. It's called Brave. So this is the final look. I hope you enjoyed it. I really love the way it came out. I think the gold and the red really complements the dark eyes. I hope I've inspired you to do something fun this holiday. And of course the lashes are always optional. You can always do it no lashes and keep it more natural looking. For the purpose of the video, I wanted to do a more glamorous look. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and I'll see you next time.